When you make the switch from they are the problem to it's the destructive patterns of relating in our communication that's the problem. There's the magic moment when the negative trend reverses. John Gottman did the research years ago into what he calls the Four Horsemen of the Apocalypse. When it comes to intimacy, when it comes to connection, the real bad guys are well known. We know their names. The names of the Four Horsemen of the Apocalypse are defensiveness, criticism, contempt, and stonewalling. And when you spot them in your relationships, when you know how to reverse them, to harness the antidote, the one that builds connection in your relationship, you have just empowered you and your partner to go from strength to strength. Because it's these quite natural human tendencies towards criticism or defensiveness that will erode the trust between you two, that will prevent that beautiful intimacy from flourishing, that will make your relationship a place where you don't feel safe, make it harder to commit. So just so you're clear, let's go through the four. Number one, defensiveness. Any way we put up a barrier, we over-explain, we shift the blame, we defend ourselves from our partner's complaint. We become slippery and slimy and do anything to wriggle out of the situation. The antidote for defensiveness is taking responsibility. Even if there's only one small thing you think you can take responsibility for, if there's only one tiny change you can make, evidencing to your partner that not only are you willing, but you're going to follow through, will really signal to them that you're not into defensiveness, but you're going to do your part. Secondly, criticism. This is when we find a negative perspective on our partner's behavior. It's when we assassinate their character. You don't care about my friends. You're always so aloof when we go out with them. You don't do your share. You're always leaving me the dishes to clear up. Notice the use of the universals. Never, always. It's easy to slip into these phrases when we're criticizing. The antidote for criticism is to name your feelings and needs. Instead of you sentences, you should have I sentences. When you drive fast in the car, I feel scared and I need to feel safe when you're the driver of our car. You see how the focus was on what I feel and the complaint was on the behavior, not on your personality, your character, or your commitment to the relationship. Switch out naming needs and feelings when you're tempted to criticize. And then stonewalling. That's any time you or your partner are physically present, but in every other way you have left the building. It comes when we want to defend ourselves. It's a self-protective strategy, but it makes our partner feel abandoned, confused, and rejected. And so anytime you want to win, switch out stonewalling for effective self-soothing. Know the signs that you're getting to the limit and you're about to shut down. Name them with your partner. I'm really struggling. And know how to take an effective break. An effective break is one that reduces your heart rate and stabilizes your breathing. Getting outside, making a cup of tea, thinking about something else will bring the physiological soothing your body needs. Just ruminating on the problem or coming up with your next argument, that won't do it. And finally, contempt. According to the Gottman's research, this one is the daddy baddie. It's the one that can most quickly turn a relationship sour. It's when I, as your partner, make myself better, more valuable, more important, and I look down on you. It's really toxic. We see contempt when partners sneer at each other or use sarcasm or cynicism, roll their eyes, and make humour out of their partner's negative points. It's particularly toxic if it's public. Public contempt is a huge no-no when it comes to relationships. So, learn the antidote, the gentle startup. Make your conversations begin with, listen, you're the most important person in the world to me. It really matters to get this right. I find it hard to express my emotions, but what I want you to know is I feel and I need. That's the kind of gentle startup that will transform how the conversation goes when you need to talk about something hard, when you need to complain, when you need to bring something to your partner because you need to see change. So know the 4 bad guys. Watch out for them. Become a team that eliminates the 4 horsemen from your relationship and welcome in the antidotes. Get skilled and quick at self-soothing. Get really good at naming your feelings. Be a badass at taking responsibility and find ways to show appreciation and thankfulness to your partner. It's a game changer.